Hello everyone! Welcome on board the journey to zero waste.
Huh? What? Zero waste? Is that even possible?
Waste, otherwise called rubbish, trash, junk, or garbage, refers to the unwanted or undesired materials or substances produced during human activities, and is becoming an increasingly severe problem for our society. Let us see some figures. The current global municipal solid waste levels are approximately 1.3 billion tons per year, and the number is expected to double by 2025. We zoom in to see Singapore. In 2014 alone, each person has generated 1.3 thousand kilograms of waste, which means that the whole country has received in total 7.5 million tons of waste last year, which could fill around 15,000 Olympic-sized swimming pools. Imagine if we don't have waste management and recycling program, Singapore would have already been buried under the mountain of trash. Even with a global effort on waste reduction and recycling, the current waste generation rate still contributes to worldwide problems such as resource shortage and global warming.
We commonly dump our waste into landfills, but is this a sustainable idea?
As our population grows, more waste is produced and more land is needed for housing. Where can we find more land for our waste? The waste in landfills takes centuries to degrade and may risk contamination of the land. Therefore, we must change our lifestyles, be it producing less waste or treating waste more efficiently.
So, here comes the concept of zero waste.
Waste produced indicates inefficient and inappropriate use of materials and energy. Correspondingly, the idea of zero waste challenges the old way of seeing waste as something of no value and should be thrown away. We adopt the concept from nature that, in a sustainable system, the waste to one is a food for another. Waste is returned to closed industrial cycle, thus extending the lifespan of raw materials. Such an idea boosts the transition to a circular economy, which is restorative and regenerative by design, and aims to keep products, components, and materials at their highest utility and value at all times.
Do you think Singapore is a zero waste city?
Singapore has always been devoted to creating a clean and efficient city-state. The government aims to achieve the ultimate goal towards zero waste through 3 Rs, namely reduce, reuse, and recycle. Correspondingly, there is a whole bunch of different programs being initiated along these years. The following programs have been seen at the community level. Under the National Recycling Program, public waste collectors licensed by NEA are required to provide recycling bins and recycling collection service to all households. Under the Housing Development Board, 2 projects have been set up. Centralized tubes for recyclables are installed in new housing areas. Residents no need to sort their trash before they use the tubes. This would be done as a sorting facility, making recycling faster and easier for residents. In addition, the pneumatic waste conveyance system is introduced in more HDB towns for automated waste collection through pipes and air suction to facilitate hygienic waste disposal and save energy in the process of waste collection. This system also supports separation of waste for recycling. Furthermore, it reduces the needs for washing of tubes, hence less wastewater is produced. HDB is currently exploring a new initiative known as Save as You Reduce. With every 0.5 kilogram of waste reduced per day, the residents can save $1 for the month's waste collection fee. This provides incentives for JTC to encourage higher recycling rates and reduce waste collection fees. Efforts is also made at the enterprise level. Do you know that packaging waste weighs about 1/3 of Singapore's domestic waste in total? To reduce this number, the Singapore Packaging Agreement was signed by various parties including industrial association, individual companies, non-governmental organizations, etc. to achieve waste minimization. Since its first launch in 2007, the signatories have cumulatively reduced about 20,000 tons of packaging waste and saved more than $44 million in material costs of locally consumed products. Besides, the 3R Fund rewards organizations on their efforts in waste reduction and recycling projects. It has co-funded many successful projects with focus on waste streams with low recycling rates, such as food, plastic, and glass. Similarly, the EEMP program is a voluntary program to help small-medium enterprises to learn and share best practices to improve resource use efficiency and offset part of their cost spent on waste management. With all these efforts, the nation's overall recycling rate reached and was maintained at around 60% in the past 3 years. Among all the waste left after recycling, the incinerable ones will go to the current 4 waste-to-energy plants, in which the heat from combustion will be used to generate electricity. After incineration, the total volume of waste is expected reduced by 90%. This part of ash and the non-incinerable waste are disposed to Singapore's only existing landfill in Pulau Semakau. Considering the limited lifespan of a landfill, Singapore is also seeking to promote its recycling process. For example, to extract more value from waste, such as using processed incineration bottom ash as raw materials for construction products. Despite of all these attractive programs for recycling, the level of recycling has declined in Singapore, bucking the trend seen in other countries. In Singapore, domestic recycling rate dropped from 22% to 19% last year. Singapore needs to do far more to boost its recycling rate. One possible way is through upgrade of legislation, and here are some examples that Singapore can learn from. In South Korea, there is a pay-as-you-throw program. People are charged for leftover food they dispose as waste. Thus, food waste in Seoul alone has dropped by more than 22%. The recycling laws in Seattle require all residents to sort their garbage and recycle food waste no matter where they live. Homeowners will be fined for not sorting their daily trash. Eliminating waste needs joint effort from every citizen. There are plenty of sound slogans leveraging on education and rewards towards zero waste. And now it's for you to act.